Hello, my name is Bryson Odell, and for my final, I picked the Guadalajara International Film Festival, also known as Festival Internacional de Cine en Guadalajara. Um, the one for this year has not taken place yet, as it takes place, or it starts June 7th, 2024. So I'm going to be talking about last year's festival, 2023, which took place from June 3rd through the 9th. Um, I want to start off by talking about what I really like about this festival, which is its its categories. Its categories are very strong and diverse, and they honor um, a variety of different aspects of the filmmaking industry and filmmaking process. The most notable is the distinctions between best Mexican film and best Ibero American film. Um, the Mezcal Award goes to the best Mexican film of the year and is attached to a $500,000 sum award. Um, Whereas the other for best Ibero American film or best Latin American film is $250,000. Um, Now, continuing on the subject of the awards categories or the film groupings, it's interesting to note how films outside of Iberoamerica or Latin America are included in the festival. In that there are several categories where they can compete. However, most of the awards, where they award like a cash amount, um, is not is prohibited for films outside of Mexico or Iberoamerica, except for the Rigo Mora Award, which highlights the best animated short film of the year for Mexico. Um, However, other films outside can compete in this category. It's named after a former associate of Guillermo del Toro, who in 1985 started the stop motion animation production house called Necropia. Um, Looking in this category, I did notice some of the Oscar nominated shorts from last year, including 95 Senses from director Jared Hess, as well as Pachyderm. Um, Furthermore, I also want to talk about the on top of the subject. I also want to talk about how animation is highlighted too, because there are several categories to highlight the best animation of the year. Which today, I mean, there's more um, respect being given to animation, but never not in certainly disrespect. Not like the Oscars is like the opposite of this kind of. Um, so yes. Also, documentaries are allowed to compete in categories with fictional films, which I found really interesting. This year for the Mezcal Award, there were several documentaries nominated, but the winner was a film that was released in 2023 titled Heroic, directed by David Zonana. It's about an 18-year-old who joins like a military college, and when he gets there, he finds out that there's a very brutal and violent training program that might exceed the bounds of ethics a little bit. I thought this was a really interesting pick for like their best picture win, because it is a little bit more graphic and violent, more of like a thriller than typical the films that are typically awarded by American audiences and American award shows. Um, Now I'd like to talk about some weaknesses that I found in the program. One thing I would like to point out is that there are no gendered categories for this particular festival, which could be a good thing, but I think it leaves the potential for uh, an oversaturated male dominated industry to like dominate these categories. Despite this fact, though, the mezcal was occupied. 11 mezcal nominees were occupied by 6 women. So the majority was women this year. So that isn't an issue, but it could be in the future. Yeah. In addition, despite for the Ibero-American categories, there are no recognitions for Best Actor, like in other award shows. There's only a Best Actor award, and it comes with like a pretty small sum. This sum isn't the issue. I just think that there should be more recognition for like supporting or like casting or uh, things of that nature, or even like a best actress category, maybe. My final portion of my presentation, I would like to recommend a film for next year's programming for the Mezcal Award, which, like I said, goes to the Best Mexican Film of the Year and is the biggest prize awarded at the um, Guadalajara International Film Festival. Um, the film is Soju. It's a 2024 film that was released this year on the festival circuit. It actually won the World Cinema Dramatic Grand Jury Prize at Sundance this year. The film follows a young boy whose father is assassinated by a cartel, and he has to grow up without his father while also trying to shed that violent cartel past. It is a film about cartels, which is kind of an eye roll, but I think like if you interpret the boy like or Sujo trying to remove that aspect of himself, I think that it's a good parallel between like kind of trying to get out of that stereotype and that archetype of Mexicans and Latin Americans being portrayed as like cartel members or and and also I think it would fit very well. The drama. It's about death. I know it's gonna be sad. A lot, pretty much all of the mezcal nominees for last year were just like very grim, um, about loss, about you know dealing with oppression. It was just yeah. I think it would nestle very very well within the mezcal for next year, and it should be included. Thank you.